Breaking news, the man who snuck onto a golf course with the goal of taking Trump's life was a Trump supporter himself, according to Fox News. This reads, Ryan Wesley Ruth, 58, detained by the Secret Service with an AK-47 at Trump's golf course in Florida, appears to be a mentally ill person previously arrested in 2002 with a fully automatic machine gun in Greensboro, North Carolina. And the more we learn about this guy, the more we see from his social media accounts, the more it becomes incredibly clear that he is a conspiracy theorist, a Trump supporter who is so disillusioned with the systems around him that he decided to take an insane action. And we talk about that a lot on this show, that Donald Trump, all he does is sow fear, sow distrust, and sow division by saying that everything is rigged, every institution around him. And this situation also perfectly illustrates the problem with guns in America. This man was arrested in 2002 with a fully automatic machine gun in North Carolina, and 22 years later, he still had access to an AK-47. That should not be allowed. This reads, man with gun barricades self inside business. An armed man was arrested Monday morning after barricading himself in a business during a 3-hour standoff. Ryan Ruth, who was 36 at the time in 2002, had a 3-hour standoff with the police at 1 a.m., and he is the alleged Trump golf course gunman. A local sheriff said the man seemed relatively calm and didn't show a lot of emotions when his vehicle was pulled over after fleeing the scene. The suspected gunman involved in what authorities are calling an apparent assassination attempt against former President Trump was identified as Ryan Wesley Ruth, according to multiple reports. Few other details have been released about the person of interest who allegedly carried an AK-47 style rifle with a scope onto the grounds near Trump's golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida, but we do have a lot of his social media posts that I want to show you because boy are they interesting. This is the average Trump supporter. Secret Service agents confronted and shot at the would-be shooter after noticing a rifle barrel sticking out of a nearby chain link fence, just one hole ahead of former President Trump as he played around with real estate developer Steve Witkoff on Sunday afternoon. He was roughly 300 to 500 yards away from Trump, authorities revealed at a press conference following the incident. A witness told investigators with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office that they saw a man leap out of the bushes and take off in a black Nissan. The witness was even able to grab a photo of the car, which helped authorities track the suspect down. The Nissan was eventually pulled over by deputies in Martin County, which is nearby. And here are some details about Ryan Ruth based on his social media. Apparently, he's very pro-Ukraine, but he was disavowed by the Ukrainian militia. He voted for Trump in 2016 and was also pro-Tulsi. Fox News reports the Trump attacker has been identified as Ryan Wesley Ruth. And next, it says, warning about Ryan Ruth. He is not and has never been associated with the International Legion or Ukraine Armed Forces. And here are some posts. At Real Donald Trump. While you were my choice in 2016 and the world hoped that President Trump would be different, you were greatly disappointing. He then said, at Tulsi Gabbard, hashtag stand with Tulsi. He was a Tulsi Gabbard supporter and she helped Donald Trump prep for the debate. He then said in 2024, at Nikki Haley, please join Vivek Ramaswamy as a team of president and vice president. We must do this now to create a winning ticket now that we can get behind. Please do not be selfish and arrogant. Partner now to change the course of this election, break norms, and give us an option. So what does this tell you? This man is a Republican. This man likes Vivek Ramaswamy, who is MAGA to his very core, and Nikki Haley, who is a right Republican, center-right Republican. She's not quite a MAGA extremist. She's not floating wild conspiracy theories, and she supports NATO, but she did endorse Donald Trump, which shows that she has no spine. But this man, Ryan Ruth, now seems to be a Republican who is disillusioned with the systems around him. And why is he disillusioned? Because every single time Donald Trump goes on the media, he says the courts are rigged, Judge Merchan is rigged, Judge Merchan's daughter is rigged. Every single election is rigged. Even the Emmys are rigged. Trump also sent out this crazy email. It says, alert, I am Donald J. Trump. Fear not. I am safe and well, and no one was hurt. Thank God. But there are people in this world who will do whatever it takes to stop us. I will not stop fighting for you. I will never surrender. And then it asks for donations. So Donald Trump will grift off this until the very end. We can hold two ideas in our head at once. This wasn't staged. The FBI, the Secret Service, local, federal law enforcement have all confirmed that this is real, but at the same time, yeah, Trump is going to grift off this. He is totally going to take advantage of it and try to raise as much money as possible, try to raise empathy. They're going to blame it on a vague they without ever defining who the they are, when time and time again it seems to be disillusioned Republicans. This man, I feel bad for him. He is a disillusioned Republican. Again, Ryan Wesley Ruth, who was detained by the Secret Service with an AK-47, was a mentally ill person who was previously arrested. This man has done it before, which brings me on to my broader and final point in the video. We need major gun reform in America. Even common sense red flag laws would have prevented something like this and put this guy on a list, saying he cannot be trusted with rifles. In Maine, for example, I believe it was a year and a half ago, a man who said that he had schizophrenia, he called a local base and said that he had schizophrenia and wanted to commit a mass shooting, then went and killed 19 people. This is a man who should have been put on some sort of list, and that is only common sense in America. I think most gun owners should be able to concede that point at least. A breaking news update from CNN. Trump says his, quote, resolve is only stronger after another attempt on my life. Former President Donald Trump said in a second fundraising email Sunday that his resolve is only stronger after shots were fired near him at the Trump International Golf Club in South Florida. Quote, my resolve is only stronger after another attempt on my life, the email said. I will never slow down. I will never give up. And here is what we know so far. The Secret Service spotted a rifle. A Secret Service agent who was a number of holes ahead of the former president spotted a rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and engaged with the suspect. Trump was moving between the holes 5 and 6 of his golf course, the Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, with donor Steve Witkoff. CNN also reports the man is Ryan Wesley Ruth. Law enforcement officials found an AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence and had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro where the suspect was positioned in the bushes, and U.S. officials recently briefed Trump campaign about new intel about Iran threat. And also, the task force investigating the first Trump assassination attempts requests to new briefing with the Secret Service. The congressional task force investigating the first attempted assassination about 2 months back is requesting a briefing with the U.S. Secret Service following the Sunday security incident at Trump's golf club in Florida. Quote, we are thankful that the former president was not harmed, but remain deeply concerned about political violence and condemn it in all of its forms. The task force will share updates as we learn more, GOP Representative Mike Kelly said. And of course, we don't agree with Trump on everything, but we never want to see political violence. And the second that we start creating conspiracy theories about this, we are no better than they are when they lunge on conspiracy theories at every single opportunity they have. All we have to do is stay strong and continue combating the false narrative of Republicans. At this point in the election, Trump and MAGA Republicans around him are going to ramp up the lies, ramp up the disinformation about immigrants here or people here illegally. They are going to make up stories, and they are going to launch crazy attacks against VP Harris, all in a desperate attempt to get Trump back into office one more time before he grows too old to run again. So we need to stay aware. We need to make sure we're on track. Go vote. Go to vote.org, and we can win this election for sure. Either way, let me know what you think about this situation in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. Leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button, and have a great day. Peace out.